right, good morning everyone, and this is Make Money Online for Life on April 12th, 2020. I'm sorry for the delay, and I'm getting right into it. So what has happened in the last couple of weeks, actually over a month now, that since I had the last stream, is actually a whole lot of things have happened, right? See, these are strange times in 2020 where we encountered a pandemic, the first pandemic of my lifetime as I know it, and the COVID-19 interruptions go really deep and really far globally. And that, of course, has affected also the stock market. So anyone who has stocks in the market to earn his money or parts of his passive income from the stock market is probably not going to be too happy with the next couple of weeks or months ahead, as I see it. And if you receive dividends, then some of the companies that would pay out dividends may have actually cut back or remove those dividends altogether. So not a good time to be in the stock market, but I would say there's a light at the end of the tunnel, and things are going to get better from here on. Alongside the crazy stock market and the pandemic also came the fight between Russia and Saudi Arabia in the oil market, which have brought down oil, which in general is a good thing. If oil prices go down, productivity usually goes up. Companies can produce goods for cheaper when they have to spend less on the energy that they require to build these goods or to transport them. However, in this case where Saudi Arabia is actually flooding the market, this is counterproductive as it is decreasing the value of oil too low. So a lot of companies actually go bankrupt, have one or two already have filed for bankruptcies, and that puts on additional pressure on the already very strained stock market. So not a good thing altogether. I have actually seen oil prices in negative. So the price of a barrel of oil I saw in one place was minus $1 at some place. So just imagine you pull that oil out of the ground, you produce it, you put it in barrels, and then you actually have to pay somebody money to take that oil off your hands. So very, very strange times indeed. What else has been going on? So I have been doing my taxes. I got this out of the way. Today's April 12th. I have another 3 days to where I could have done this. I wanted to have this out of the way. I'm usually pretty late in doing this, but this year I got this over with, and I'm pretty happy. And I'm really currently at home, like most of you probably are, in lockdown mode, and I wrote down a couple of things, or I came up with a list of things that you can actually do while you're in lockdown at home, and these are not really related to make money online, but just a means of staying healthy and sane during these crazy times. So one of the things that you can do more is play more, right? Obviously my kids are playing on the computer all day long, but you should pull out a board game or a card game and play with the family as a whole. I'm quite sure that will increase bonding time, and it's fun to play with your family. Check up with your friends. Pick up the phone. Don't just use social media. Pick up the phone and ask them how they're doing, how they're holding up. Ask about their relatives. Stay connected. And these really are the times when you need to pull together as with your friends and your inner circle. And even though you may not be able to physically go and visit, but stay connected, stay in contact. You can create a new hobby, right? So go out, learn things that you wanted to do, wanted to learn for a long time, and you haven't had time to do so. Like pick up a book on learn how to play a guitar if you have one lying around at home, or how to play the piano, or start origami. whatever you feel like doing. Now is probably a very good time to start doing something that you have always wanted to do. Another thing in line with this is educate yourself, right? There's so many open educational courses that you can take for free. Obviously, you can also sign up for courses online and pay for them, but there are thousands of courses that you can take for free in almost any area that you would be interested in. So if you go to edx.org, you will find a ton of courses. Coursera.com has a lot of free courses. Udemy, Udacity, the same thing. One of my favorite has actually always been for a long time ocw.mit.edu, which is the open courseware from MIT, and you can take those courses for free. Obviously, you won't get a certificate or credit for it, but you can learn anything that's on there for free. Read more. Take out a book. If it's going to be a novel, reread Moby Dick or read a novel to soothe your brain. You can also pick up a book to learn new things. Pick up a book about earning money, about investing in the stock market, about the last depression or the last recession that we had, and learn from history what is currently going on and what may actually going to happen moving forward. Now would also be a very good time to learn a new language, right? You can pick up any app and any language learning app. You can most likely start that for free, and you can learn all day long. If you always wanted to learn French, n'est-ce pas? Tu peux apprendre français. Or if you want to learn German, Deutsch ist also ziemlich gut. Du musst dich nur ein bisschen anstellen, bemühen. Now is the time to do that. And you may come out actually at the end of this pandemic being a better person. And finally, start a blog if you don't have one already. If you're listening to this and you have visited my blog, just go ahead and start one for your own, for yourself. Maybe make it about the hobby that you just started. If you want to lose weight, maybe make it about losing weight. If you want to do learning a language, just go and write about your experience learning a language. Now is the time. And the final thing that you can and should be doing is exercise, right? Stay in shape, exercise once a day, try to exercise at least 4 to 5 times a week, I would say, which is a good thing to keep your body healthy. And at the end of the day, you will find so much better. You will sleep so much better, and you will be healthier all around. So those are some of the things that you should be considering and doing while you're locked up at home with your family. And I'm quite sure with all of this, I'm always a guy with a glass half full type mentality. At the end of this whole experience, we will all come out having a better understanding of how certain things will affect society and how they directly impact your family. In talking about my blog, so my income this past month has been the same as before, right? Zero, no income. But I have to say I was busy doing other things. I have spent a lot of time reading up on what's going on outside in Europe, in Asia, and here in America, of course. And so I have not really spent a lot of time or effort on the blog. As a matter of fact, I haven't written a blog in a long time, a blog post, and I will probably push one out within the next day or two. My earnings for my app business so far are $122.60 from MoPub, which is the Twitter equivalent of AdMob or AdSense from Google. And I will get a payout probably in about 2 months from this. So for now, this is just what I've earned, and it's not accessible for me. The last thing that I'm currently doing is I'm actually trying to fix the Facebook audience network integration in my apps, which have been which I found online. A lot of people said that they have much higher return on the investment, so the CPM, the clicks per thousand impressions. The earnings per thousand impressions is much higher than some of the other third-party advertising networks. In general, as I stated before, AdSense and AdMob have paid out pretty well, but since Google decided to terminate my account for no apparent reason, and has ever since ignored my attempts to really find out what I did wrong, if there's anything that I did wrong and what could be done, they basically ghosted me, not responding to any of my emails. I have been struggling to earn anything substantial from my apps, so this has fallen from a side business back into being basically a hobby, and I treat it as such. Don't spend a lot of time on it, but I want to see if maybe Facebook Audience Network will increase my revenues there. And last thing I want to say is what I'm doing and what I have been doing is I'm staying fit, I'm staying in shape using P90X. I encourage anyone else to do the same. Pick a fitness course that you can do at home, or go out running, which is always good for cardio, and don't let this whole thing get you down. With that said, it's 8:24, so we have about 15 minutes in. I pretty much done, and I hope you all stay healthy, and that you are let me just see here. Yeah, and that you are coming back when I have my next Ask Me Anything Sunday set up. Now I'm going to try to make this, this is a recurring live stream, and even though I'm currently not having a lot of visitors, but I want to keep this as a record for me, myself, and to see if I can grow this blog to something that earns me a little passive income. So stay tuned, and I'll see you all back here in 2 weeks.